In this exercise tutorial, I'm going to be taking you through how you can safely and effectively use the Technogym Lat Pulldown machine in your gym. So it doesn't matter if you haven't got a Technogym style lat pulldown, you should hopefully be able to take some of the cues from this video and apply them to whatever the brand is. You've got lots of different grips and lots of different variations of this machine. So let's cover this Technogym one. Now we've got 3 pads we need to be aware of. We've got the seat pad, self-explanatory, we sit on the pad. Second pad, we've got that has to be on the quadriceps, so I want to be nice and locked in. I want to make sure when I'm pulling down that I'm not going to come up with the weight. Then I've got this third pad, and as a trainer, I call this the optional pad or the training pad. The reason for that is if I've got an individual that's got poor form or they have the tendency to do this, so to use their back and come into back extension when they're doing the lat pull down, I'll make sure their chest is properly propped up towards this. Some people don't like to have their chest on the chest pad. It can impact breathing, it can make it a little bit harder to breathe, especially if you're locked into position. So what I'll do is I'll start people on the pad to make sure that they are completely nice and upright when doing the exercise and they're not cheating. Then as they get better and start to dial in their technique and form, I'll then make sure they're a little bit back just so they can get a better breath of air. So in this position here, I've set this up incorrectly for me. I know that I'm not in the right position because I don't feel like my knees are properly bolted into this machine. There's a little bit of slack in terms of the position. I also can't reach the handles, which is another cue. So if I come up a little bit higher, I can now reach the handles. So I'm at a full arm extension here, and also as well, my knees are properly bolted in. So if you haven't got your knees properly bolted in and you use a heavy weight, imagine returning that weight, you're going to come up out of the seat as well. Now the first thing I want you to do, whether you're using this pad or not, is come nice and wide onto the handles, and we're going to set the shoulders. What that simply means is I'm going to bring my shoulders down without bending my elbows. So I'll show you that a little bit later on so you can see properly on the camera, but set my shoulders first, and from that position I come straight down. I'm trying to squeeze my shoulder blades as much as possible. So I'm not only trying to bring my shoulder blades down, I'm also trying to pinch them together. Notice how I'm trying to lower under control and also raise up under control as well. So I'm coming down, pinching the shoulder blades, squeezing them together, and I'm making sure that I return the weight back to my start position as opposed to the weight take me where it wants to be as well. Let's talk about that set the shoulder position so you can see. So think of me putting my shoulder blades in the direction of my back pocket. So I'm trying to bring the shoulders down, and then I can squeeze them better when I'm then in position. That is how to use the Technogym Lat Pulldown machine in your gym. And of course, you'd repeat that for your desired amount of sets and repetitions.